Many weeks ago, the Prisma 2 case went through a pretty large hype. Both the Prisma 2 and the Prisma 1 went through some hypes which actually increased the price of the case pretty drastically. It over doubled, but recently that whole hype has came tumbling down and it is back to its original price point. This is very noticeable when you go ahead and look at its chart for a few months. You can look around September, it was selling around 13 cents, 14 cents, upwards to 15, and then around when the hype started it went 16 and lasted all the way up until it reached 25 cents. It did eventually stagnate around 20 to 23 cents at that point until it has came tumbling back down back to where it's at before at 15 cents, 14 cents, and as you can see it just keeps going down and it will be reaching 13 very soon. If you were catching wind of the Prisma 2 or the Prisma 1 case around this price point, this would be a great opportunity to buy in now due to the fact that it has now came tumbling down and the hype is over. It will be a lot easier for it to actually reach that price point when it does go and pick up again, but this does also show the vast supply which these cases actually have, which aren't really that noticeable. When there's a bunch of people buying cases that are on the market all at once, it is very easy to increase the price, but there's also a bunch of people who have the cases stuffed in storage units in their inventories and they're just not paying attention to the market to know when to sell it. So when they go ahead and check on the case prices weeks or even months down the line, they will eventually sell, which does cause the price to fall. This is why big price increases which happen like this in such a short amount of time usually always go back down in the opposite direction, as it's never always consistent growth and consistent demand. Literally the exact same thing happened over the fracture case, but this one's obviously a little bit different due to the fact that it is still in the active drop pool, so it sort of has an excuse to go back down. As you will notice, the hype which did take place a few weeks ago where it did reach around 21 cents has came tumbling down as it is now around 13. This is stuff which you definitely should be taking note of, as when cases go through hypes, nearly 9 times out of 10 they will just go back down the opposite direction.